Hello, I'm Johnny Winn here at Hashrocket, and we're going to sit down today and talk with Matthew Conway, who's going to be leaving us. So we need to find out why. So Matt, tell us a little bit about where your experiences at Hashrocket and how long you've been here, some of the interesting things that you've done maybe.
Oh, Hashrocket. I've been here 2 years. I started here in October 2010 as an apprentice, which I did for several months, and been a full-on Rocketeer since then. It's been a great time. Yeah.
So, what would you say about like your learning experience or your opportunities to learn here? What are some of the key factors in helping you grow as a developer?
Probably pair programming. That was fantastic because of the knowledge transfer, pairing with Shay Arnett and everyone else in the program as that eventually grew. Even the apprentices, our fellow apprentices, there was a lot that we could share with each other based on our background and our experiences that that we've not been exposed to. So pairing, rotating those pairs, that was huge in accelerating the learning process and making it more interesting.
That's what it's all they say about pair programming. You're not just pairing with your pair; you're pairing with everybody your pair is paired with. So yes, it can be quite the knowledge.
Promiscuous pairing.
Sure.
Yes.
Promiscuous pairing.
Yeah,
That's what we practice here. So you do get, but you do get a variety of experience because everybody has their own scenarios, and
right.
I know one thing that I've found is that with the different projects, as you rotate pairs, you can kind of share. So you might have a scenario that on one application you have to kind of duplicate on another, and so you get to transfer,
right?
Transfer knowledge. So, what would you say? Here at Hashrocket, it's really important to us to focus on our open source contributions, and how has that kind of been a part of your experience here at Hashrocket?
So we've only been doing that for a year now, several months. But during that time, I've contributed much more to open source than I was able to. We tried to work together after hours to get that open source time in. It's hard to pair. We like to pair. It's hard to do that after hours when you're at home and everyone else has a crazy schedule. So having that time set aside on a Friday allows us to pair with our coworkers on not necessarily a Rails project, but anything that you feel like exploring or any area of software that you'd like to give back in. It's a good opportunity for that. So.
Yeah, the 35 hours client billable time a week it does give you that extra time to be able to really make some decent contributions into open source community. You actually have a open source project that you kind of started and is out there for everybody. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Got a couple, but this are you referring to
the latest one?
Cartography?
Cartography.
Yes, so that grew out of some work that I was doing on a client project with the Google Maps static API, generating static maps. It's a very simple Ruby gem, and I extracted that out of the project that I was working on Friday, and shipped that for other people to use and benefit from. And of course, you've been collaborating on that a bit yourself. So
it's nice to be able to have that time where you don't have to spend the time after hours. You can see a problem in a project, and you can say, "Hey, this needs to be something that can be shared," and sharing that knowledge and
right.
having the time, being afforded the time to be able to do that. I know family is really important here
yes.
at Hashrocket, so we try to spend. We don't want to do these long killer hours of working till 10 o'clock at night.
Right.
Even really too much past 5. We try to get everything done in our regular time. So, being given the opportunity to have that open source time is good. So, one of the other things that you've been a part of here at Hashrocket is our contributions to Ruby 5. Are you going to continue those, or
yes?
What's the plan on that?
Yes, so Paul and I will be, I've been recording Ruby 5 with Paul Elliott for some time now, co-hosting it. About a year now, I would say. And we typically record here. There's like a closet, and we stack some sticky note pads up and put the mics on there.
Very high tech.
Yeah, it's official, our recording space. But we'll be getting online, different time zones and just syncing up and all that, getting on a chat, getting our audio synced and recording like we would normally. But yeah, I'd like to press on with that. It's been great. So.
Yeah, we look forward to hearing it. I know I really enjoyed listening to it, and not just when we do it, but
right.
all the
Ruby 5
episodes. So it's nice to kind of be able to stay in contact with what's going on that you might have missed otherwise.
Yes.
So that kind of brings us around to why you're leaving. Who has snatched you up from us?
I'm going to the land of San Francisco, a beautiful place, and I'll be working at Hashrocket, company that we love very dearly. We use Hashrocket for the vast majority of our app deployments, so it's nice to be working on it now. Yeah.
That's cool. So, we wish you and your fiance. I know you want to get over to the West Coast, but we wish you and your fiance the best and everything in your travels. You're going to be missed here. I know I've really enjoyed pairing with you on several occasions, and doing you definitely have a wealth of knowledge and you are probably one of the best mentors as far as not being afraid to share information. I've worked with people that are in other scenarios outside of Hashrocket that tend to not like sharing, but you do a great job. So, without getting too sappy, we're going to miss you around here.
I don't want to cry.
We wish you the best. So, well, that was a little discussion with Matthew Conway. We wish him the best on his journeys, and we're really pleased to have you with us for a couple of years. So, thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.